Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how perfectionism is procrastination. It's hard to believe that being a perfectionist is just the equivalent of being a procrastinator. But if you're really thinking about it, if you had to do the task of building blocks, let's build the blocks, right? If I'm just going to go I've done it. It's done. That's what it is. I can perfect it after. But if you're a perfectionist, that's usually what the thinking process of a perfectionist looks like. They usually just sit there and think, okay, for me to be able to measure these 3 blocks of blocks perfectly, I have to measure that, they are angled at this degree. I can't start with this one at the top and this one at the bottom because the side, all time the side is the same thing. This one doesn't look good that way. I don't know. If I stack from the back, would it be easier? Should I stack from the side? Should I stack from the front? I think I should come down. Okay, let me see if I just plan to do this. Maybe like this. Maybe. You're planning so much you're not even doing. You're planning so much you're not even doing. And guess what happens? You're planning. Then you get so overwhelmed by your planning and the task that it hasn't even started yet that you don't do it at all. Does this sound familiar? Boom. This is what I mean when I say perfectionism is procrastination, because you're just planning for it to be perfect, but you're not doing anything. And what is procrastination? You're not doing anything. You see what my problem is? Exactly. So let me. The first time that I heard that perfectionism is procrastination, it blew my mind. What do you mean? I'm a perfectionist, so that should be a good thing, right? I just want it to be perfect, and that means I'll be a hard worker, and I put effort into my things, and I put extra time, and I make sure it's planned to the T. That's what you think, because the only thing that you actually do is just plan. A real perfectionist is someone who does the stuff and then perfects it after they are done. Let me give you a simple example. The 3 building blocks that we had in the beginning of the video. 1, 2, 3. If I'm telling myself, okay, in the next 5 minutes I should have these building blocks done. It's only 3 blocks, right? The best way to start into perfectionism is starting. Do the actual thing. Start building it. Now let's say they're crooked. I've done the task. Now it's just about perfecting it. Unlike when you're sitting there over planning, overthinking, and you haven't even started, you get overwhelmed, you don't do anything. The building blocks aren't done. You're not a perfectionist. You're just a perfectionist overthinker. You're just an overthinker. That's all you are, babe. And that's where you need to start to see yourself eye to eye. Because if you keep lying to yourself saying that you're a perfectionist but you do nothing when you're perfecting the stuff, who are we lying to? Who are we lying to? Then you're going to be so shocked that you're a perfectionist, but you don't get things done. You're like, but my rewards aren't the kind of rewards that a perfectionist would get. I should be having perfect scores. I should be having perfect stuff. I should be having perfect this, perfect that. But suddenly, your marks aren't that great. Your life ain't that great. Your room isn't that great. Things aren't that great because you're a perfectionist in your head, but not in real life. It's a hard one. It's a hard pill to swallow. This one. Don't worry. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm just here to be quite straightforward because you have to be start moving. Okay, right. In this video, I'm going to be discussing 3 points that are going to help us to actually do perfectionism properly and not in a toxic way where things just don't get done, but things actually get done to the standard that you want it to get done to without overwhelming yourself. The first step is to just do it. This makeup look that you guys see on me right now. Some people will go, wow. Some people might think, oh, okay. If you look at this look, you might have parts that you like, you might have parts that you don't like, okay? If I'm showing you this look, you must believe that I like every single part of this, right? Right. When I was doing this makeup with my friends today on the live, many stumbling blocks came. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. It's not coming together. The ombre is not working. Oh my gosh, the yellow is not yellow enough. Oh my gosh, the squiggly lines are too much. Oh my gosh, I missed the line. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But as I was complaining, I kept going. Because I have become a victim of that type of perfectionism where you just want it to be so perfect, you don't even get it done. You overwhelm yourself by your own standard and nothing gets done. And now you're stressed, you see? And now this side, as I kept moving, it came out really nice. I really like this part. This side, I was going, I had an idea, it was okay. When I drew out the moon, I was okay. But as we kept going, it kept going soft. I started to feel as if I was losing my damn mind, because why does this side look nice, but this side doesn't look that great, right? So that's me. Does it mean I hate the side? No, because it came together and I started to like it, and I kept going, and I refined what I could at the end when I finished doing it. You see, this makeup look, she's got her little life stories, she's got her little life lessons to teach. This side, I doubted it, but I kept going and perfected it at the end, and I love it. This side, I doubted it, I kept going and kept trying to perfect it. I didn't really like it, but at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? I'm still okay with it. There's things that I can perfect, and I like those things. The other stuff, I can't change it. I'll do my best to, hide the other stuff and do what I need to do, but all together, it comes together, and I love it. And now you see my makeup look in front of you. You might have thought this was the most perfect thing you've ever seen, but now I come to tell you, no, it's not actually. Boom, moving on. Yo guys, I lost the steam there a little bit. What I was basically just trying to say is, with this makeup look, right, when I started it, I didn't have a plan, but I decided I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to try and make it perfect. We're just going to go for it. And as I keep going, I will try to perfect it. Yes, sometimes along the way, I did get stuck in my head about, let me perfect these things, let me perfect those things. But then I realized it doesn't really matter. Let me just finish, because I had an idea of doing the sun and the moon. At least I had that going. If I just finish this, we can perfect it later. The sun part came out nice, and it came out nice because I just decided, just do it. You'll finish it up, and when you're done, you can choose what you want to wipe or like perfect. And the moon side, it was a little bit of a tiff and taff, because I did it and I finished it. I didn't really like it, but then I was like, you know what? At least I did it. Let me just try to perfect it now. Let me see what I can do. And I ended up liking it anyways. So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Because this video, I was filming it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. My mind was a little bit off, but I'm gonna post it anyways, because you know what I'm saying. We can't be perfect with everything. In a few months or a few years, I might have better videos compared to this. But it is what it is. Thank you. So you just have to do it. Don't look at the whole course that you have to run. Just run. Okay? Just run. Don't overthink the task. Especially if you're neurodivergent, guys. Don't overthink the task. If it's just cleaning your room, just start. There is other rule that my friend and we learned, I forgot what it's called, where if you don't think you can do something, or you're overwhelmed by the thought of doing something, just do it for 2 minutes. Suddenly it's easier to do. Suddenly you've gotten over that part that overwhelmed you, and everything is easier. Second point, wanting to be perfect is just an excuse. Guys, there's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as a perfect anything. Humans aren't perfect. The things that we can produce even aren't perfect. We'll do our best, but we're not going to get perfect. This thing of being perfect, when you don't understand it properly, it is an excuse. Especially if you're in the first category, where you just overthink things, you overwhelm yourself because of your own standard, and now you want to be perfect. For what? Just do the dang thing. And after you've done it, then you can start to say things like you want to be perfect. I can only assume for Beyonce to be that good, she has to actually start. She has to start singing the song, then she can clean it up. You have to start learning the dance so you can clean it up. You have to start with the makeup so you can clean it up later. Like, guys, you don't start perfect. Nothing ever starts perfect. Some things take time. Third point, you see, all these things, I keep talking about it, but they all just coexist in each other. Just do it, then you can clean it up later. Guys, like, just do it. Nike wasn't lying. Just do it. Just study. Just learn. Just believe. Just do. Just do it. If you're not going to even start to do it, you cannot claim that you have high standards that you'd like to reach. No, There is no high standard if you're not even starting. Like, babe, if I'm giving you a dance today, even if you're a dancer, you're a non-dancer, you all of us are gonna have to start learning it in the beginning. We have to learn. We might make mistakes. We might need better execution later. That's what I'm basically just trying to say, is in this journey of creating your own standards for quote-unquote perfectionism, you can't skip the beginning. You have to start somewhere to get perfect. All the greats have their embarrassing videos, embarrassing moments where they didn't have order in the beginning, but they had to start somewhere to get to where they are. So don't try to jump the learning part. Don't try to jump the slow part, because that literally is what you need in the beginning to get to the part where you get quote-unquote perfect. Arigato. But we can fix it in post, baby. We can fix it in post. For now, let's get the moves down. Once we have the moves down, we can start to fix it and make it more refined. Once we've refined it, we can add our own style and twist to it. You see, there's steps to this thing. You have to first learn the thing. Fail a little, in the few stuff, do the same dance move 10 times because you're not getting it. Then you'll get it and it will be the easiest thing once you get it, Then you can refine it, make it cleaner. Then you can start adding stylistic taste to it, like your own flair, You can't start off perfect, but there's no such thing. Perfectionism is procrastination. Do not forget that. Being a perfectionist, especially if you're a perfectionist, doesn't get things done, bruh. You're just talking. You're just a yapper. Babe, you're just digging a hole for yourself. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys would like for me to make more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.